Into Live Now from Fox, we're turning our attention to a story that takes us down to Florida after more than 90,000 pounds of a substance or a drug said to contain deadly amounts of opioid was seized in northern Florida. Joining us live now to discuss this and bring an update to this entire situation is Fox 35 Orlando's Marley Capper. She is joining us now. Marley, this is a huge amount that was seized by police.
Where you put 90,000 pounds?
The suspect has actually had prior involvement with police as early as the age of 19. That's according to the sheriff's office here. And right now they're calling this case Breaking Bad on steroids. Take a look at the video. You can see the deputies say they teamed up with the DEA, ATF, and Palm Bay police to confiscate 92,000 pounds of a substance used to make a drug known as 7-OH, a drug that's 3 times stronger than morphine. Florida recently passed an emergency law banning it. Investigators say the suspect, 26-year-old Maxwell Horvata, also had materials to create large amounts of explosives, along with 3 dozen guns and thousands of rounds of ammunition.
Who is this kid,
folks? This is what danger looks like right here. Everything that you see behind us, everything you see in front of us is a red flag for disaster. It is. I mean, you look, the guy was making his own suppressors, fully automatic weapons, explosive devices. This guy was either looking to engage war or looking to arm those and furnish to those that are. And you see, even had, as you can see in the video, even had a 50 cal on a tripod, ready to do serious damage.
Who you gonna hit with that, bro?
The sheriff's office says this is the largest seizure of its kind in U.S. history, and that Horvata could spend the rest of his life in federal prison. Currently, he is in the Brevard County Jail. Sheriff Wayne Ivey says he is waiting on a federal indictment. For now, reporting live for Live Now with Fox, Marley Capper. We'll send things back to you.
All right, Marley, thanks so much for joining us there in Brevard County. I do want to take us out to some more of that footage that we have here, courtesy of investigators who seized all of these illegal drugs. And as you heard from Marley's report there, she played a little bit of an update that we had from those same investigators. I do have the full presser, if you could say, or the news conference that was released not too long, about 5 minutes, but it really breaks down just how serious this case is. As Marley had said, this is the largest drug bust in the nation's history.
Yeah, that Walter White was fictional. The hell?
Hello, everyone. I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivey of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, and I'm standing here with Palm Bay Chief Agello. We're going to give you a breakdown on a case that our agencies work today along with DEA, ATF, other federal task force members. I'm going to start out by saying what you see lying on the table in front of us with all the guns. A lot of these weapons are automatic weapons. We'll get into some of the meat and potatoes of this in just a second. But what's even more concerning, the boxes that you see behind us, and I'm going to step out of the way where you can take a good look at them. All of these boxes contain, and this is just half of it, by the way, it goes all the way back, contain 92,000 pounds of a extracted substance that's taken out of kratom, the substance kratom, taken out of kratom, and it makes it what's called 7-0, which recently the Florida legislature did an emergency bill to make 7-0 illegal here in the state of Florida. Maxwell Horvath is who we have in custody for this. Chief, I know you've got the briefing as well as I have. Search warrant earlier this morning.
Man, let me find out Grant. This is what Grant Horvath doing with the golf
agents from all the different agencies involved, feds and local law enforcement, working on this. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background on Maxwell Horvath, and then the chief's going to talk about some of the things that he had inside. 26 years old. In 2017, now remember, he's just 26 years old. In 2017, he served 2 years in federal prison for possession of an explosive device, trafficking in MDMA. He got 2 years of federal probation. Well, he's got a lot more coming now, including pending federal indictments that are coming on him. Chief, if you'll talk a little bit about the explosive stuff they found in the warehouse.
I appreciate it. Great collaboration, as you mentioned, by all agencies and departments involved. But yeah, so for example, improvised explosive devices, 5 IEDs were located on this property where the warrant was initiated at. Not to mention grenade simulators and 50 pounds of precursor chemicals to make explosives. So we're not just talking about drugs. We're not just talking about, illegal substances out in the streets. We're talking about explosive devices, things that the military are utilizing and other countries are utilizing all over the world to take out populations of people. I said, this is
terrorist activities across the board. When you look at the explosive devices,
is he doing it for defense,
as the chief said, 50 pounds. In addition to that, and I'm gonna read it off: 12 rifles, 1 short-barreled rifle, 17 pistols, 3 shotguns, 1 revolver, 2 fully automatic submachine guns, 3 suppressors, and thousands of rounds of ammunition. And then, as I said, on top of that, 92,000 pounds. From everything that we can tell from our federal partners, this is the largest seizure of this kind in the country. Nobody's ever been able to do this. As I said, Florida recently passed an emergency law making the 7.0 substance, the derivative of the kratom, making it illegal. The best part of this is Horvath knows it's illegal, but thinks he's circumventing the system. He actually runs a business called Overseas Organics, and he thinks that because you go there and make a purchase, or you make a purchase online and he ships it out of the state of Florida, he's not violating the law. Well, trick or treat. He is. Not only is he violating the law for that, but all the weapons, all the explosive devices, everything else that he has is going to land him in prison for the rest of his life. Now, back in September, our agents worked together, made buys from Horvath. He actually even gave him a tour of his business. He's proud of his business. And you're seeing in some of the film that we're rolling now for you, the business. This thing looked like Breaking Bad on steroids is what it looked like. He had it lined up with all sorts of different chambers and rooms and sterile environments, everything else. And they were taking it, extracting it, putting it in compressing machines. As I said, his company would ship it out. And he would, even if you went there and made the purchase, he would tell you he's got to ship it to somebody in another state, because that way he thought it made it legal. Well, it didn't. All right. And he's in custody. We're still putting all the charges on him. I can tell you right now, he's going to have automatically 36 counts possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, 1 count possession of short-barreled rifle, 2 counts possession of short-barreled machine gun, and then more charges coming for the explosives. So,
Sheriff, it's, like you said, 26 years old. Already pretty much a career offender. Started at the age of 17.
Life gone for all that money he was making.
Indictments. He has no regard for the sanctity of life, and great
is a multi-million-dollar operation.
It's great collaboration.
Yeah, great job by our agents, our local partners, our federal partners. Folks, this is what danger looks like right here. Everything that you see behind us, everything you see in front of us is a red flag for disaster. It is. You look, the guy was making his own suppressors, fully automatic weapons, explosive devices. This guy was either looking to engage war or looking to arm those and furnish to those that are. And you see, even had, as you can see in the video, even had a 50 cal on a tripod, ready to do serious damage. So he's locked up. He's in Ivy's Iron Bar Lodge. He's going to stay there. As I said, he's got pending federal indictments. Those indictments will make sure that he spends the rest of his life right where he deserves, and that's in prison. But great job by all of our team. 92